Feet, join Dota League Season 11, Asia Finals, Grand Finals. And with the heroes getting picked up, we are nearly ready to go, and I am ready to change my overlay. Look at that. We're not going to forget it for the first 2 or 3 minutes of the game this time. I'm a clever boy. I learn from my mistakes. And so should all of you. If you ever make a mistake,
10 seconds
try not to do it
remaining.
again. Learn from it. How can you change?
5
Maybe then
seconds
you can be a
remaining.
professional Dota 2 player, like Miracle. And there we go. Fero Puck. Definitely did signal itself as a mid puck when it was picked in that second stage very, very early on. Potentially a block pick up against Happy Feet. Regardless, should be okay here for them. Happy Feet, though, on the brink of a 3-0 victory. WG, this is your time to swing the series around and come back into this. Away we go. Oopsie,
Prepare
did the wrong
for
one.
battle.
There we go. There we go. So, what do we have, ladies and gentlemen? Rappy Tide. Jules over on the Tusk, of course. Ben-Hur OD, Jesse Vash Ogre, and X-Rag will be that top lane solo lone druid. I don't think there's anything particularly interesting about these item builds. Nothing that catches the eye anyway. Radiant side, X-Nova Dazzle, Miracle, Jabami on the Morphling, and Aframush on his Spirit Breaker. Contest of the Southern Bounty Runes here by the Dire team as usual. Just
30
playing
seconds
aggressively,
to
sending the
battle.
Radiant back a little bit here. Fero Puck and Velo on the Darkseer. Trying to angle themselves potentially for a contest of this Northern Bounty Rune, but they are only 2. 18 seconds to go, and Darkseer will start making his way over there. Lone Druid cuts him off at the pass, gets an Observer Ward down to block out this camp as well, so there is no stacking, pulling, and farming shenanigans from the Darkseer. He'll get himself the Bounty Rune, but it'll be a 2 for 2, as Ben-Hur, again, gets double Bounty Rune in this game on the mid hero, and can still TP to mid if he wants to, but he's been doing this a lot, just walking along with a great block from Jules. In last game, he had a number of heroes, 2 heroes block his wave, I believe, but Jules gets the shards onto the 2 melee creeps, ranged one still up at the front. This will be a nice little block out there from the Dire, giving Ben-Hur this advantage on the high ground. On his own ramp down at bottom, though. In comes the charge. Rappy already down to about half HP with a waveform forward. Miracle gets in on top of the Tidehunter. Anchor Smash buys some time. The Ice Shards perfectly placed, but not fast enough to buy Rappy time to escape. So First Blood goes the way of Aframush. Spirit Breaker off to a very good start here. Has charge ready again if he wants to go looking for a little bit more action. Top lane, 1-1 against 0-2. Lone Druid against Darkseer should be an interesting matchup. Very back and forth between these guys and their levels. You know, when we see level 3 Darkseer, he can just run at the hero. He can pressure onto the actual Lone Druid and avoid the bear as much as he can. But also, once Lone Druid gets that level 5 with the Entangling Claws, you see that root start to come into effect. Bottom lane, Rappy and Jesse Vash. That Shadow Wave from X-Nova, significant damage pushed back into the Tidehunter, and you might even see Miracle think about the waveform forward. He's considering it, goes for the last hits instead. Puck and OD continue the battle perfectly close together on that CS board. Morphling with only 4 last hits though. Very unusual. Miracle struggling in this bottom lane, dodges out from the Anchor Smash, but the denies from Rappy starting to rack up here. 5 and 3. Morphling struggling as Firo gets a nice little regen rune there. Tops up on the old HP and mana. Jesse Vash shoved away from the bounty rune area there by Aframush. Charge forward onto Ben-Hur. Charge arrives. Tower aggro still on the OD. Firo, no orb, but the bash from Aframush. One more hit from Puck is all they need. They'll have the charge in 5 seconds' time. The orb forward, the salve is here. Courier might be falling as well. Ben-Hur looks like he will survive with the Bloodlust on him, getting up to the high ground. He's fast enough to sprint away. The charge is ready from Aframush, but he can't get the vision. He doesn't know where he is. He can't do it in time. And the salve, the second one, comes through from Jules to save the OD and keep him healthy. Firo's going to drop the paws and be like, how the hell did we not kill the OD or the Courier? What an absolute disaster for WG. Tied with boots now. Miracle. Look at him. Miracle. Muracle. Muracle. I'm glad he's changed his name. Jabami. Imabaj. That's a nice name. Imabaj. I love it when Filipinos start talking backwards. I didn't realize that was a meme until around TI. And I was in Chemo's chat. I was in Lumic from Execration in his Twitch chat, and all of a sudden these people just start talking backwards. Like they're talking backwards in English and backwards in Tagalog, and I just can't understand what's going on. It's a super dank meme. Top lane Lone Druid aiming for the Hand of Midas, of course. Should be able to just farm away. And this top lane, Puck hit with the Astral. Waning Rift back onto Jesse Vash. The Ignite faked out there. Firo not going to be able to dodge it with the Phase Shift or the Jaunt. Still gets hit by that damage. Rappy, my bad. Apologies for missing that kill. That is a mistake by me. Bobo Caster, Sohaila, Noob this one. All of those things, that's me. Missing kills like no problem. Nice bit of money there, going the way of the Morphling, 173. And there's Ben-Hur trying to get in there with another Astral, but Jules hasted down at bot spot, pops his Fairy Fire, interestingly enough. A little bit of a panic there as he wanted to tango a tree. And I need to clear my throat. Something is being nasty. Always Miracle in trouble? No. Waveform's away. Stick charges up. Has Morph to go as well. Attribute shift, I should say, as Morph is now his ultimate. Jules charge. Tusk has the snowball to dodge this one. If he's able to turn in time, he does indeed. Cancels immediately. How did he get out of that? Somehow dodges all of the damage. Doesn't have mana for shards though, and Rappy being right-click down. Waveform at the ready from Jabami. Goes forward with the raindrops there. Keep him alive a little bit longer. Now the charge back onto the Tusk. It's forced back onto the tier 1 tower. Jules dropping lower and lower. But X-Nova and Miracle can't go in for the kill just now. The shards will miss. Almost trapped Aframush under the tier 1, but not quite lucky enough there for Jules to find any kind of cross kill. And Lone Druid just continues this farming spree. Darkseer is keeping up in levels and CS, of course. He is in this 1v1, so he's able to slip over, farm some jungle camps after pushing the wave into the tower. So at least Velo will have a reasonably good timing here on his Arcane's mech. If that's where he decides to go, as Aframush just about gets away from the dangerous spot he was in there. Jules and Rappy pairing up to nearly bring down a Spirit Breaker. Mid lane, Ben-Hur, of course, still has this Jesse Vash Ogre in behind him. Charge onto Ben-Hur. Already expends the Astral there. Firo Dream Coil in onto the OD. Orb forward with the Waning Rift. Ben-Hur's still being chased by this charging Spirit Breaker, and they'll find the kill at long last. Bringing down the World Devourer as Jesse Vash chased in. He came to save, but he'll come to die as Firo and Velo with that Iron Shell get themselves a number of kills. X-Nova trapped inside the Ice Shots here, but he's got the Grave and the Shadow Wave. So very, very unlikely to fall. An Orb for good measure, just to try and chip away at some of Ben-Hur's HP, but he has come fresh from the fountain. Will be perfectly fine, as a regeneration rune for Firo brings him all the way back up to full HP. Why is my button not working? Oh God. Top lane, X-Rag, double Iron Shell, the charge already used, 5 seconds cooldown, X-Rag trying to get away, the Savage Roar, it's on cooldown and this Iron Shell will secure the kill for them. And Aframush immediately starts TPing back towards the middle lane, bottom Rappy is putting the pain back into Jabami. Miracle waveforms forward. Charge into mid is coming through. They're trying to finish off Rappy. The charge cancelled mid as Rappy forced back under his tier 1. 2 points in Kraken, 2 in Anchor. Means that he is very, very difficult to kill, especially with these raindrops still going. Well, he's got 9-1 charges as well. Why the hell not? I really want to know why my... Why isn't this working? There we go, now it's working. It turned itself off somehow. Sick. Tusk will now sit with the Lone Druid. Keep him as safe as possible. The Midas is up and running though, so X-Rag reasonably happy with the way this lane's going. Charge in from Aframush, the Iron Shell, the Bash comes in. Savage Roar's ready, but the double Bash, X-Rag down to about half HP. Aframush does a significant amount of damage there with just a little bit of RNG. That's all you need, guys, in life, is some luck. It'll be just like the Spirit Breaker. WG setting themselves up in a good position this game, 6-0, as the Savage Roar with entangling claws onto Aframush, running back and forth. The charge comes through, the Snowball is chasing, but he's not going to get there. Right on the Mad Cow's tail. Jules not quite able to cancel the charge. Velo will now turn it back around onto this Tusk. Has a Shrine available. Trying to hold out to use it a little bit later. The shards won't catch. Velo gets away with the 2 points of the Surge and escapes the clutches of this Ben-Hur Outworld. Lone Druid is still farming very nicely though. 48-14, 46-8 on the 2 big cores there. OD just behind, Puck was just behind them, but catches up with some CS now. Very even game outside of this Morphling, who has been absolutely punished in this bottom lane, but Morphling very good at coming back, farming waves and split pushing as he gets into these levels to make him stronger. Level 7 now on the Morphling. Firo with a full veil can really start to get these team fights going now. Just needs the Dream Coil to come off cooldown before he can get involved in any of this magic. Still need these level 6s up on these supports though. 4 on Ogre, 4 on Tusk. Ogre's level 6, not that important. Tusk's is very nice. That additional lockdown against someone like a Puck, important as hell. Spirit Breaker and Dazzle, similar story to the Ogre. Spirit Breaker's ulti is, pretty decent. Nether Strike is very good. But Dazzles, you don't really necessarily need early on into this game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, entangling claws in onto Velo. Charge. Stopped by the Snowball as Jules chased back with another bash from Aframush. No idea how this man does it, but at one point in Greater Bash, he's just hitting these 17% all day long. Charging again, Jules caught. Iron Shell here, Aframush diving under the tower. Velo trying to chase as well with the Surge. He's got a level 1 vacuum to throw as well. Gets the kill onto Jules. Aframush though going to trade his life at the tower there as well. X-Rag gets the kill with the help of Jules and the tier 1. 1-for-1 trade as X-Nova does rotate up towards top. Try to keep this Lone Druid down for as long as you can. But the rest of the team are farming. Ben-Hur nearly has the drums complete with a single null to help him out in that early stage. And of course you have the Soul Ring with the Brown Boots on Tide. Not going to be seeing the Phase Boots in this game, it appears, but the Arcanes will be coming. Top lane, Bear being chased. Yeah, he is. X-Rag, real hero, goes for the TP. Vacuum from Velo. He's not going to throw it. He thinks about it too late. And the lone druid will escape. Banish in onto the puck. Firo. Still Dream Coil, 5 seconds cooldown, but top lane, Savage Roar comes in, doesn't catch the Darkseer though, the Ice Shards buys time for Jules, now the Snowball ready to throw as well, cancels out the Nether Strike, he's going to jump into the Iron Shard, no he's not, the Urn is still ticking, the Weaver's there as well, Velo jumps forward, surging into this Tusk, he's still alive but he finally falls, in the back end though, they're going to get the Spirit Breaker here, caught in with the Ogre Stun, no entangling claws just yet, Aframush does escape, and Happy Feet will just have to give up that one hero, Tusk falls to the 3-man gank, Happy Feet. A little bit wary of their positioning as they back up into this jungle. A double damage rune bottom for Firo. This could be a kill onto pretty much anyone. Miracle with Firo both eyeing up this bottom lane. Ben-Hur is tanky though, 1200 HP, probably about 1270, maybe a bit more with the strength treads. Actually, even more. Never mind. 1380 with the strength treads. He swaps to them. Close to 1400 HP. 2 1 charges to go. The Astral here. Jabami has shifted into an OD. Self-Astral there from Ben-Hur. But he's going to die regardless as the final orb comes out from Firo. That DD rune paying off nicely. But look at this. The Morphling is now OD. Throws the Astral in onto the creep wave. Takes it down immediately. Tier 1 going to take some punching now as X-Nova surged forward. Jesse Vash spots him out. They both retreat from each other as the Dyers scan in behind. Looking for anyone lurking around. Obs gets placed down. I believe the Ogre was spotted moving across there with the Observer Ward, but I don't think X-Nova knows exactly where it was placed. Top lane charge from Aframush does get cancelled. Tier 1 bottom finally does die. Nine to 1. Lone Druid still up at the top of the net worth. 1500 away from that relic. Astral in onto the Ogre. Ben-Hur saves Jesse Vash for now. Aframush thinking about maybe going in for more with his Iron Shell still going. But Ben-Hur will chase him away. Herd him back. Out of my lane. Rappy. Did he skip Arcanes? Looks like he did, going straight for that hood as regeneration rune given over to him. X-Nova looking to cancel this one out. Weaver's thrown, miss uphill. Rappy still has the regen going, fortunately for him. X-Nova not able to get that one click in. Bottom lane though, Snowball does come out from Jules. The snap of the coil, a little bit too far back. A few hits in though from Miracle and Firo. Will find the kill yet again onto Jules. Chase in onto Rappy. Now Velo. Ooh, running forward. They're going to charge onto this Tide. Ravage is ready. In comes OD. They might want to turn this with a big ult. No, just holding on to it, waiting, biding their time. Banished now from Ben-Hur onto Aframush. There's the Ravage. Catches onto Spirit Breaker and the Dazzle to the back end. They need the damage to come through. Aframush being right-clicked down the grave. Too long, too far. No, the Surge will save the Spirit Breaker for now. Aframush is out. The Ravage expended. Now they'd look for damage in onto this little old Darkseer. Astral, Ben-Hur still holding on to it. And middle lane, they're going to try and get a secondary fight going. Firo busts out his spells. Ogre going to get taken down here with the charge coming in from Aframush. And Happy Feet spread too thin. They don't get a single kill. Now it's 11 to 1. First 10 kills has gone to WGU. Absolutely slaughtering this early game. And Miracle's Morphling, 4 staff up, aiming for that Hurricane Pike. Now the charge in onto the mid catapult. Another strike for Ben-Hur will take him down to a third of his HP. The waiting rift, the shards come through, trying to block them out. Aframush needs one more hit, but it's Firo to get it. Tidehunter now in an awful lot of trouble. WG, 4-man, 5-man, gang into mid. Jules and Rappy both being right-clicked and demolished. The shards come out from this Morphling who has turned into Tusk. What is happening? 13 to 1. Happy Feet getting absolutely run over here by this Aframush Spirit Breaker with the Iron Shells going. This has to be first ban material in the next game. There's no way you're letting this get away. Velo going for that lovely little Helm of the Dominator. After the Arcanes can now aim for that mech. The great thing about this is you can get like a Centaur or a Satyr, put Iron Shell on them, run them down a lane. They can split push perfectly well by themselves. Oh, but this is big. Oh, I hate that so much. I have the Darkseer clicked and I see this money. And I click on the Lone Druid Bear and you still see the same money. Because it glitches and keeps the last person you clicked. But if you click on X-Rag, who's about to get jumped here by the Spirit Breaker and the Puck, both jumping in. There's the coil, catches two. Ogre and Lone Druid, both in the back end, but they're so tanky. Tidehunter holds his ground. Morphling jumps in and gets the kill. Finally, X-Rag does fall, and Rappy might be following the same way. Tidehunter chased down. 4-stab forward from Miracle, and Firo jumps in as well. 15-1. Now they go in onto the Ogre. Aframush needs a couple of bashes here. He slowed them down with the Orb of Venom. The Urn keeps on ticking over as well. It's a full Spirit Vessel, not just an Urn. And Ogre falls to a double kill of Morphling. 16-1. 8,000 net worth lead. Another 1,000 going the way of the Radiant. And minus 451 for the Dire team as Lone Druid closing in on that relic, on that Radiance recipe, sorry. Loses a good amount of it immediately. Top lane, Velo. They find another kill. They're fighting all over the map here. Alpha Wolf running forward. They've got an Illusion of Jules. Charge in. The raindrops popped. And now they've got no Snowball. They've got a Firo. Instead, the Puck jumps in and finds yet another kill. 18-1. We're counting here. Counting with Gareth. 18. Ha ha ha. What do we need? We need a 3-2 and a 2. Is that what we're dreaming for? I think that's what we're dreaming for. Or maybe a 22 and a 3. Yeah, that's probably more likely here. So 4 more. 4 more for WG. And 2 more for Happy Feet. Let's make it happen. No boots. 18 minutes in. Jesse Vash, 700 net worth. Where's all his money hiding? I guess. This looks so awful. But Orb of Venom is quite expensive. That can't be. Am I dumb? What am I missing here? He does get a D ward. Nice bit of money. Oh, there we go. Back up to 766. Tied with Hood. Urn about to arrive for Tusk, but these are small, middling items. Tide is closer to the Dazzle in net worth than he is to the Spirit Breaker. Roshan goes the way of Miracle as well. Full Hurricane Pike and aiming for a BKB. Tanky Morphling. Finally we get the Radiance though. X-Rag gets that one item that can potentially buy time for this Dire squad to get some items up on them. Puck in behind the tier 1. Looking to defend. X-Nova TPs. So will Velo's Darkseer. Looking for a battle. Ready to go with Arcane's mech. Jump forward. Coil onto Lone Druid into the 2-man wall. Snowball here to buy some time with a big Ravage from Rappy. The damage output looks decent. 1 for 1. Jesse for Aframush. The chase onto the OD, though, looking to be decent here as Velo, X-Nova, Firo catch the Tide instead. They go for Rappy, the easier target. They will bring him down with a double kill for Miracle claimed. Smoke here from WG, trying to chase down this Lone Druid Bear, missing all these attacks, though. He can't be recalled just yet. Now the Orb, jump forward from Firo, right-clicking away, still looking to kill the Bear, but the Savage Roar finally comes out. Happy Feet retreat the Lone Druid Spirit Bear, keep the Radiance up on it, and they will be okay for now. 20-2. We're nearly there. 2 more for WG, 1 more for Happy Feet. $10,000 net worth Morphling, 21 minutes in, 607 after a pretty rough start. Like, he was mid-table CS compared to the rest of the cores. He was like 29-7 when some people were like 45-13, you know. That kind of crazy disparity between him and the rest, but Miracle has caught up incredibly nicely here. And he'll go for a pause just to stretch his arms, get back into the swing of things. 20-2 though. 14,000 net worth lead. Darkseer is farmed as hell. Items should be coming on the courier as well. Full Guardian Greaves and Raindrops for your DS. Aframush, Shadowblade about 1,000 gold away. Already with a gem on the Dazzle, dewarding this entire map. I mean, if we take a look at Dire's vision, they have one Observer Ward down in this bottom lane, one Observer Ward here, again, bottom lane around these Ancients, but the rest of the map is completely dark. They see nothing whatsoever. Line is drawn there from Ben-Hur saying, hey, Lone Druid, yo, my dude, go push. Go push. Split this map. Let's do something here. We can't just sit back and defend our base. They will just run ours. Does Ogre have boots yet? No. 366 gold. Still saving up for them. WG starts off on the Spirit Bear. Throw a few spells his way. Lone Druid. Phase Boots, Midas, Radiance on the bear itself, but Miracle here, dropping this tier 3 down to about half HP. Charge forward, vacuum in. Rappy and Ben-Hur both caught with a jaunt out from this 3-man Dream Coil. Fear, Savage Roar, yes, they sent 3 heroes back, and the OD has been transformed into by the Morphling. That sentence made no sense, but you frickin' know what I mean. Hurricane Pike back onto the Spirit Bear. Rappy's dead without casting Ravage because it's still on cooldown, and tier 3 will be going down the way of WG. Charge forward again. Jules cancels out with a snowball again. Miracle has shifted out from that OD form, but in comes the Veil. Firo with a jaunt back. The OD dropping very low, but racks are falling. Miracle forces them down. The Spirit Bear trying to give that Radiance burn over onto these Radiant heroes. So they keep missing on the buildings. Not going to be enough though, as again the Blink, Rift, Orb, forward charge in. Extract caught. Lone Druid Bear taking out the snowball though. Keeps them up and running, the heroes at least. Now Rappy, the big Ravage, hits onto 5. Sandy's Eclipse does burn their mana. They need to get the damage done though. Ben-Hur changes targets back in the Morphling. Hurricane Pike's back. Aframush charges, gets the bash onto Ben-Hur. He's astraled himself, but he's very low HP. He can't blink away. 17-1 charges, tries to buy some space and time, but Miracle hot on his tail. This looks like it might just be over. 22-2. Happy Feet lose an entire lane of racks. At top lane, let us kill, then GG. They want the 3-2-2, but no, WG 23-2. It's not gonna happen. They take down another 2-4-2. Rappy is another one to die, and Happy Feet will tap out of game number 3. WG swinging back, incredible.